What I'm about to reveal could save your life or the life of someone you love, because the hidden signs of diabetes are silently affecting millions of people right now. And by the end of this presentation, you'll know exactly what to watch for and how to protect yourself from this devastating disease that's spreading faster than ever before. Diabetes was once considered a condition that only affected elderly individuals, but dramatic changes in our eating habits and lifestyle have caused this disease to spread at an alarming rate. Today, diabetes affects people as young as 30 to 40 years old, and the statistics are truly shocking. In the United States alone, over 37 million people suffer from diabetes, making it one of the most widespread health crises of our time. Diabetes occurs when sugar accumulates in the blood and gets eliminated through urine, creating a dangerous cycle that can damage your entire body. When we consume too much sugar, it should normally be stored in our cells to be used as energy source for later use. However, if our body doesn't produce enough insulin, which is the hormone responsible for energy storage, the sugar remains in the blood and eventually gets eliminated through urine. This isn't something that happens overnight, even though the diabetes diagnosis often occurs around age 50. The condition is usually the result of a gradual deterioration of blood sugar control caused by accumulated lifestyle and dietary habits between ages 20 and 40.
If you're watching this right now, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell, because sharing this life-saving information gives us the strength to continue creating content that could literally save lives. And I want to know in the comments below, have you or someone you know experienced any of these warning signs I'm about to share? Diabetes typically presents various symptoms before fully manifesting, but many people don't recognize these warning signs and neglect them. This allows diabetes to progress silently, which is why it's absolutely essential to quickly detect the danger signals indicating the presence or progression of diabetes in our body. By recognizing these signs early, you can discuss them with a medical professional and potentially prevent serious complications. Let's examine these critical warning signs and the foods that can help us prevent diabetes from taking hold of our health. The first warning sign involves skin problems that many people dismiss as minor cosmetic issues. By affecting blood vessels, diabetes can cause various skin conditions that serve as early warning signals. You may experience skin dryness, persistent itching, or develop diabetic dermopathy characterized by hardened and rough skin on the hands and feet. Between 40 and 50% of diabetic patients may also present brown or red spots on their arms or legs, measuring approximately half an inch to 1 inch in diameter. These spots resemble brown scars after small wounds heal and become more visible as diabetes duration increases. A condition called acanthosis nigricans can also develop in skin folds such as the armpits, neck, and groin area, manifesting as skin darkening that creates a velvety appearance. The second warning sign is blurred vision that shouldn't be ignored or attributed to normal aging. Significant changes in your eyesight, very blurry vision, or suddenly developed double vision should be considered serious warning signs of diabetes. When diabetes is poorly controlled, there's excess sugar in the blood that causes the blood vessels supplying the eye to thicken and harden. These damaged vessels can no longer perform their job adequately, leading to serious complications. One of the most important complications is diabetic retinopathy, which has been observed to appear prematurely in diabetic individuals. If you experience decreased vision, eye pain, or other eye symptoms, consult a medical professional quickly because these visual problems significantly increase the risk of blindness. Studies show that diabetic individuals face 10 times higher risk of vision loss compared to non-diabetic people. The third warning sign is constant hunger that feels different from normal appetite. If you've always had a relatively slim body but suddenly start gaining weight in a frightening manner, this might be a sign that something is wrong in your body. When our body thinks it lacks insulin to use energy efficiently, it produces more of this hormone, leading to intense hunger. If you give in to this hunger by eating constantly, a vicious cycle of weight gain establishes itself. Therefore, if you observe rapid weight gain without apparent reason, it's recommended to consult a doctor for a thorough examination. The fourth warning sign is the opposite: sudden weight loss that occurs without dieting or increased exercise. As mentioned previously, if our body produces insulin excessively and repeatedly, this eventually causes pancreatic function failure, which is responsible for insulin production. This can then lead to insufficient insulin production and poor glucose utilization by the body's cells. The body will then use stored fats and proteins as an energy source, resulting in considerable weight loss. If you're rapidly losing weight without apparent reason, it's preferable to discuss this with your doctor for a complete health assessment. The fifth warning sign is body weakness and persistent fatigue that doesn't improve with rest. Most people with diabetes frequently experience fatigue and frequent physical weakness that affects their daily activities. When insulin doesn't properly fulfill its role in energy utilization, the body cannot use available energy efficiently, resulting in decreased body energy levels. So if you're not lacking sleep but constantly feel tired, it's important to consider diabetes as a possible explanation for your chronic fatigue. The sixth warning sign is frequent urination and excessive thirst that disrupts your normal routine. Excessive thirst is one of the common diabetes symptoms caused by disruption of blood sugar regulation in the body. When blood sugar levels are elevated, the body produces more urine to eliminate the excess sugar from the system. This leads to increased water consumption and persistent thirst, as well as a much greater need to urinate, which is also called frequent urination. The seventh warning sign is abnormal sensations in the hands and feet that feel like tingling or numbness. When glucose levels in the blood remain elevated for extended periods, this can cause peripheral neuropathy, which affects the nervous system. This condition typically manifests as tingling, numbness, or burning sensations in the extremities, particularly the hands and feet. Nerve damage from diabetes can become permanent if not addressed early, making this warning sign particularly important to recognize. The eighth warning sign involves slow healing of cuts and wounds that would normally heal quickly. High blood sugar levels impair the body's natural healing process by reducing blood flow and affecting immune system function. Even minor cuts, scrapes, or blisters may take weeks to heal instead of days, and infections become more common and severe. This delayed healing is especially dangerous for foot wounds in diabetic individuals, as they can lead to serious complications. The ninth warning sign is recurring infections that seem to happen more frequently than normal. High blood sugar creates an environment where bacteria and fungi can thrive, making infection control much more difficult. Women may experience frequent yeast infections, while both men and women may suffer from recurring urinary tract infections or skin infections. These infections often return shortly after treatment, creating a frustrating cycle for those affected by diabetes. The 10th warning sign involves mood changes and irritability that seem to have no clear cause. Blood sugar fluctuations can significantly impact brain function and emotional stability, leading to unexpected mood swings. People may experience increased irritability, anxiety, or even depression as their blood sugar levels rise and fall throughout the day. These emotional symptoms are often overlooked but can be early indicators of developing diabetes. Now let's discuss the phenomenon of repeated blood sugar spikes and why they're so dangerous for your health. After eating, it's normal for blood sugar to rise temporarily, but when these spikes become frequent and severe, they signal serious problems. You might experience fatigue and drowsiness after these episodes, which occur more often after prolonged fasting, consuming high glycemic index foods, or overeating episodes. Frequent episodes of post-meal hyperglycemia can lead to insulin resistance, which reduces insulin's effectiveness in regulating blood sugar levels. This creates a dangerous cycle that increases the risk of developing type 2 diabetes and other serious health complications. Moreover, repeated blood sugar spikes can damage endothelial cells and blood vessels, potentially leading to inflammation, atherosclerosis, and even heart attack. It's crucial not to ignore these symptoms and to consult a healthcare professional for proper evaluation and appropriate guidance. We've discussed the warning signs of diabetes extensively, but are there foods that could help protect us from this condition? Let's explore 3 powerful foods that you should include more frequently in your diet to help prevent diabetes development. Lentils are an excellent food for diabetes prevention because they have a low glycemic index, meaning they don't rapidly increase blood sugar levels. Lentils are rich in fiber, which helps maintain stable blood sugar levels and are also a good source of plant proteins, vitamins, and essential minerals. The fiber present in lentils helps control appetite and maintain a healthy weight, which is crucial for diabetes prevention. Lentils can also be used as an alternative to animal protein sources that are high in saturated fats, making them heart-healthy as well. To benefit from their advantages, simply include regular portions of lentils in soups, salads, or grain dishes throughout your week. Broccoli may not be everyone's favorite vegetable, but this cruciferous vegetable offers numerous benefits for diabetes prevention. It's rich in fiber, antioxidants, vitamins, and essential minerals that support overall metabolic health and blood sugar control. Its high fiber content helps slow the absorption of sugars into the bloodstream, which contributes to maintaining stable blood sugar levels. Additionally, broccoli contains compounds called sulforaphane, which have demonstrated anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. These compounds help protect the pancreatic cells responsible for insulin production, thus promoting better blood sugar regulation. Studies have also shown that regular broccoli consumption can improve insulin sensitivity and reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. To benefit from its advantages, it's recommended to consume broccoli raw or lightly steamed to preserve its essential nutrients. Add it to your salads, vegetable stir-fries, soups, or integrate it into your main dishes to take advantage of its protective properties against diabetes. Finally, seaweed may be unfamiliar to many people, but these ocean vegetables have incredible health benefits. Although many countries produce seaweed, it struggles to find a place on most dinner tables, yet seaweed has superpowers for health. They're rich in fiber like the previous foods we discussed, and certain seaweed varieties like wakame, nori, and kombu are also rich in antioxidants such as carotenoids and flavonoids. These compounds protect body cells and reduce inflammation associated with diabetes development and progression. Many seaweed varieties, particularly marine algae, are also rich in omega-3 fatty acids that support cardiovascular health. Most importantly, seaweed is a tremendous source of essential nutrients, particularly iodine, which is essential for proper thyroid function. By integrating them into a balanced diet, they can help maintain a healthy weight, which is an important factor for preventing type 2 diabetes. The key to diabetes prevention lies in recognizing these warning signs early and making informed dietary choices that support your body's natural blood sugar regulation systems. Remember that diabetes doesn't develop overnight, but through years of accumulated lifestyle and dietary habits that gradually overwhelm your body's ability to maintain healthy glucose levels. By staying vigilant for these warning signs and incorporating protective foods like lentils, broccoli, and seaweed into your regular diet, you're taking powerful steps toward diabetes prevention. If you recognize any of these warning signs in yourself or loved ones, don't wait for symptoms to worsen. Consult with a healthcare professional for proper evaluation and guidance. Your health is your most valuable asset, and taking action today could prevent serious complications tomorrow. So make the choice to prioritize your long-term health and well-being.